Recorded live from beautiful downtown Bluefield, Virginia. It's the next installment of the New Graham Knives Knife Show. Well, we're back from Blade 2008 and an absolute hoot down there. I'm sorry for those that couldn't make it, and I'm sorry for some of them that did make it, actually. Poor old place ran out of beer, actually, in the pit. It was crazy. Anyway, we've got a few things that we ran across at Blade we want to talk about here today. The first thing, if you can zoom in here, I'll lay him right there. That's the Zom. It's a brand new knife from Chris Reeve. Absolutely beautiful. You've got to get this knife in your hand to appreciate it. You really do. They've etched in on the handles to give it some grip. What are we doing? We need to turn a little bit better.
Yeah, perfect.
All right, looks good there. We happen to be lucky enough to get one of the prototypes. Ooh, one of 20. Not for sale yet. I talked with Heather at Chris Reeve. Let me see, we got a little number. So can you get that number on there? Does that show up? Talked to Heather this morning. Initially, they'd hoped for a September delivery. They backed it back, hoping they're going to be able to get these out by Christmas, okay, for Christmas delivery. So we have a fair number of them on order, and we can get more on order if you all want to give us a call or email us. Get on the waiting list for this fella. This is not a Sebenza, folks. Okay, trust me. If you get this thing in your hands, you will appreciate the difference. All right, moving on. We ran across a few little things. A fella had there waiting for me. We got a hold of 3 fans. We have here the fan in an Era graphic. You see a little Era running right through there. BG42 steel. These are about 8 or 10 years old, I'm guessing, but excellent shape on these fellas. They're titanium handles and liner and frame locks, dual thumb studs on them. Kind of hard to find fans in mint condition. We have the lightning bolt graphics on one, again BG42, dual thumb studs, and we have an fan with Devin Thomas B&W Damascus raindrop. Wow, what can I say? Talking with folks at the Chris Reeve booth, they said that as far as they knew, this may be the first Damascus fan on the open market in some time. This knife, I forget the born on date.
I guess 2000.
2000 on that, yeah. So anyway, there we go. Fans. We did get 3. Lucky to get those. Another thing we picked up at Blade, looking right back here, a Jeroboam 2. The big deal about this is a South African Jeroboam. It's actually serial numbered. I don't know if you can zoom in on that, if you've got good enough light to do that or not. Again, talking with them at the Chris Reeve booth about this, they said that they did not recall seeing a mint South African Jeroboam ever in the States. So there you go. For what that's worth, we did pretty good on some Chris Reeve knives. It came in today in a box. When I opened it up, we got 3 professional soldiers in. Again, very nice little knives. Basically a small, big neck knife, I guess is the best way to call it. Kydex sheath. You said sheath was made by Playtech, is that right?
That's what it says on Chris Reeve's website. Okay.
So, nice little fellow. Put him in her hand here and kind of get an idea what we're looking at. Nice full-size blade on this. Nice belly on the blade. Got their KG gun coat finish on it.
It's something else we learned. The inside of the handle works as a shackle opener,
and
up to 5/8 inches, I think.
All right, cool deal.
If you notice, it's tapered.
Yeah, the tapering on that. But anyway, and I think one Bill Hersey's involved in the design of this, I believe.
Well, I believe that one is designed as part of a forum on a request of, can't remember the name of the forum, but it's something to do with retired Special Forces officers. And,
oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell we did a whole lot of homework. This is impromptu. Okay, last fellow we got here, the long-awaited Janusong. We have a few of those. I brought one back from Blade with me. We have a few more coming from Michael Janets directly. Hopefully we'll have those in a week or so. They did a run of, there's less than 50 of these floating around the country right now, and there will not be any more of this one. They're looking at some changes in it, trying to maybe, I don't know whether it's really to simplify the production of it a little bit, but these are very nice knives. Talking with Michael, there will be a definite difference between this and the production Janasong that comes out. No specifics on what the difference will be, but you know, if you're wanting the first ones that are available, there's going to be less than 50 of them out just as these.
You gonna show us how this knife works?
Well, I'll do the best I can. I mean,
I know you didn't want to. I was
yeah,
just
I just
forcing you.
appreciate it, you know. And looking at it, you got G10 on here on both sides. You got a pocket clip. You know, he's got pretty deep carries. You can tell the way the pocket clip's oriented on this fella. The lock works actually through the handle, so
ambidextrous.
Yeah, you can sit there, flip that. What happens when you unlock this thing, basically the way it was explained to me, you can let this drop and then do a flip. And you've got the knife like that. You can actually bring this forward and lock it closed if you want to, and you've got a very substantial fixed blade dropping back through. You know, it basically works just like a little butterfly knife. You know,
The way it's designed is the cutting edge is never at your hand or fingers. You can't cut yourself
You
doing
can see
that.
when you're holding this fella, you've actually got this guard that comes through here. So I don't know that I'd say you can't cut yourself.
Well,
I think I
that's
can
true.
cut
You can't.
myself. I remember one police officer in town one time driving down the road flipping a Balisong, and while he didn't cut himself, I think he stuck it in the front seat of the cruiser. And but we won't mention who that police officer was. That's right. So anyway, we have one Janasong in-house. We'll have a few more in hopefully within a week. Next thing, we finally got a shipment of rat knives in. Randall's Adventure Training, Jeff Randall. We are working on getting those things priced and set up, but you can kind of see we got a string of them. We've got some, these are 3s and 4s, the Model 3s and Model 4s. There've been some sheath updates on these things. We're going to try to get this up on the site. We've also got where they come with the Kydex sheath. We're actually going to stock and open stock a nylon sheath. I guess that's, is that MOLLE compatible? Do you know?
Yes.
MOLLE compatible sheaths. And then we've got the little 43 mLs, and Tommy will tell you all about those.
Well, that's the addition to the sheath to make it MOLLE compatible.
Excellent, excellent. So they're sold separately. Don't quite have pricing worked out on those, but probably have it in a day or so.
I think what we got in so far are tan handles and OD green handles.
Yeah. Nice
Desert
knives.
tan.
The 6s are coming, Jeff said, at Blade, but they're still going to be a little ways out on that. How are we doing on the time?
They're plenty good.
All right, well, we're done with the things that we brought in from Blade, and we appreciate you watching us. Big smile. Thank you.